Hi guys, Coach Kane here, the Rugby Whisperer, helping you to tame the animal that is rugby. And today we're going to look back at these two games we've just seen on Super Sport and in the South African derbies. And what we've got to discuss is just the two different natures of both of these games. In the one game, you saw a very low-scoring affair. You see the Sharks hold onto the ball for a long periods of time in the first half, and they can't get on the scoreboard by their own doing. And they score eventually from let's call it an interception where Reynolds Smith gets his knee in the way of the pass on his own try line, scoops it up and goes the length of field to score. And then the Stormers build a 9-5 lead. The Sharks decide not to take kicks at poles. And then, after the Sharks have tried the whole game to score, they somehow put together 15 phases, and win the game in injury time. You got to ask yourself, why? Why does it take them so long to get it right? And often you'll see with the Sharks and the tries that they score, they're brilliant. A lot of them are brilliant. Okay, outside of the interceptions, of course. You know, they construct some good tries sometimes. Why can they only do one or two a game? Why, on the other hand, can the Crusaders and the Jaguares score 4, 5, 6 tries a game, maybe 7 or 8? Why do they get it 4, 5, 6, 7 times, between 4 and 8 times a game, and the Sharks can only get 1 or 2? The art of scoring tries. If you look at, let's look at the second South African derby, the Lions and the Bulls. Good decision making, players knowing collectively where the ball needs to go and what they need to do, plus having the skills to execute. You've got to have the skills to execute, but you've also got to take the right option. You've got to see the man in space. You've got to be unselfish. You can't have this thing, I'm playing for myself. And we see a lot of this in South African rugby. And nobody likes to say it, but I'm going to say it. There's too much selfishness. There's so many tries we could have scored as the Springboks and all our Super Rugby sides if guys had just looked and given it. I'm not saying go from 9 to the wing. You know, I'm not saying just swing it. That was the problem with the Sharks. They were getting the ball to Spoon Corsi without actually putting the guy away. He was getting 2 defenders on each time. As soon as the Sharks were direct with a little bit of deception and using the ball for an extra pass, then they became dangerous. And then once the defense was sucked in, then they went around them. Same thing with the Bulls. The Bulls were very direct. They got those little offloads away, and then eventually they'd shift the ball to space, got their finishes into space. Yeah, the problem with the Lions, they just don't defend. Not properly anyway. The defense is not good enough. They're a very good attacking team, but they're just not organized in defense. That last try, I mean, where Pollard put, I think it was Manny Liebach away, there were about 8 Lions next to the ruck. They're all bunched. So they got things to work on there as a union. They're going to be playing next week. Interesting matchups. I think the Lions are going to the Jaguares, and that'll be a very tough one for them. We've got an all-New Zealand affair with the Crusaders and the Chiefs. Crusaders just lost the Chiefs not so long ago in Fiji, but this will be in Christchurch, a different story, I guess. Sharks are going to Brumbies. Not the worst draw in the world. Brumbies are playing nasty, but you never know. You never know. And the last game is it beats me. But all I can say is this. If any of these South African sides are going to do well, they're going to take the opportunities. They're going to have to defend like Trojans. And the set pieces are going to have to be very good. This is Coach Kane, the Rugby Whisperer, helping you to tame the animal that is rugby. And please like, share, and subscribe. And let's see if we can win the Super Rugby title. Cheers.